in the shadow of the great oak, where roots hold fast against storm and season. What stirs when the elder reaches not to guide the sapling's growth, but to draw its green life into his own fading limbs? Picture the hearth circle, kin gathered close, fathers, sons, the line unbroken through toil and tale. Here, survival turns on this. The young branch bends to lift the load, while the old root teaches the plow's steady hand. But now, whispers rise from distant halls of stone and gleam, where wealthy heads of houses turn this sacred flow upside down.
The sun, fresh-limbed for the hunt and field, stands tall at dawn's first call. His vigor fuels the swing of axe, the mending of fence, the seed pressed deep into willing earth. Yet when that same strength is pulled toward the father's endless vigil, the boy's steps slow. Tools lie idle by the woodpile. The furrow waits unfilled. Here's what follows. The household's labor falters, one dawn at a time, as the young one's fire dims before its time.
Meanwhile, the bond between father and son frays like untended rope. In the clan, the elder shares wisdom by the evening blaze. Tales of flood and famine, hands passing the spear, reciprocity binds them. Youth honors age. With sweat, age repays with counsel for the morrow. But if the flow reverses, pulling tomorrow's promise into yesterday's grasp, trust withers. The sun questions the circle's truth. Oaths unspoken break. What father now lifts his child, when he clings instead to the branch meant to outlast him?
But the cost runs deeper still. Elders, meant to sit as living law keepers, their voices steadying the young through lean winters, chase shadows of vigor unending. Fires they once kindled for all go cold, unattended. Children, robbed of full measure, grow wary, their own households delayed, weddings postponed, cradles empty. The neighborhood feels it, the shared pasture overgrazed, hearths to common wells grown faint from fewer feet.
And here's the narrowing shadow. The land itself cries out. Fields that fed generations lie, half-sown, harvests thinned, by hands too soon wearied. Forests stand uncut, rivers unnetted, as the clan's rhythm stumbles. Kinship strains under the weight of one man's chase. Neighbors eye each other with doubt, labor hoarded rather than given. Elders hoard what should pass freely, sons withhold what might be taken. The great oak weakens at its heart.
Could your ancestors endure, if such reversal took every hearth? The path chosen leads here, households fracture, children hunger for strength unreturned. Elders fade unheard amid barren boughs, fields turn to bramble, and the voices of the line fall silent in the wind. Survival demands the cycle held true, labor from the young to build tomorrow, wisdom from the old to guard it. Break this, and the clan dissolves to dust, unremembered. Heed the oak, let roots feed branches, or watch all wither.
In the embrace of the great oak, where roots entwine with the earth's pulse, consider what stirs when the elder seeks not to guide, but to draw strength from the sapling's vibrant life. Envision the circle of kin gathered by firelight, fathers and sons, their bond unbroken through shared toil and story. Herein lies survival. As young branches bend to bear burdens, old roots impart lessons of steadfastness. Yet now, whispers echo from distant halls, where power upends this sacred flow. The sun, full of vigor at dawn's first light, stands ready for labor, the swing of axe and planting seed. But when his strength is drawn into his father's endless watchfulness, his steps falter, tools rest idle, fields remain unplowed. Thus unfolds a slow unraveling, day by day. Household labor wanes as youthful fire dims too soon. Meanwhile, the connection between father and son frays like neglected rope around evening fires. Elders share tales that weave wisdom into youth's sweat, a reciprocity that binds them tight. But if this flow reverses, if tomorrow's promise is pulled into yesterday's grasp, trust withers like autumn leaves unturned, oaths left unsaid, break apart as fathers cling to branches meant for future growth rather than lifting their children toward it. The cost deepens further still. Those who should stand as living lore keepers chase shadows of lost vigor, while fires once tended grow cold and unattended. Children are left wanting. Households delay in joy as weddings are postponed and cradles remain empty. The neighborhood feels this strain in shared pastures overgrazed and paths to common wells grown faint from fewer feet. And here lies a narrowing shadowlands that once fed generations lie half-sown. While harvests dwindle under weary hands, forests stand untouched and rivers run dry as kinship falters beneath one man's relentless pursuit. Neighbors eye each other with suspicion while labor becomes hoarded instead of shared.